Hello, I'm Matt Sawhorst with HDR Engineering. I'm presenting the Lawrence County US 52 State Route 7 Corridor Safety Management Plan that we began for KYOVA in early 2020. This study is scheduled to be completed by April of 2021 and covers the US 52 State Route 7, County Road 1, and County Road 7 throughout Lawrence County. The outcome of the study will be a plan for future improvements and implementation of projects to address traffic problems in the corridors. This presentation shows the overall approach to the study and the analysis conducted to date. A summary of the information is also included in a two-page handout that is included on the KYOVA website. The approach to the study is to update traffic, crash, and geometric information from our previous 2007 study to identify any deficiencies and needs that not have been addressed to date on US 52 and State Route 7. The study includes stakeholder and public involvement, land use analysis and scenario planning to evaluate future traffic demands, documenting existing and future conditions, analyzing needs, and providing recommendations for the implementation of solutions. Work also includes an analysis of the pavement within the city of Ironton. An existing and future conditions analysis has been conducted to date. The reporting builds on previous studies and includes identification and documentation on the corridor's travel characteristics, reliability, safety, and other problems. This includes the travel time, speeds, volumes, crash analysis, capacity analysis, and geometric deficiencies. The analysis of the previous plan developed in 2007 included a review of the recommended improvements. Presented on this map shows the status of those recommendations. The projects shown in green are those that have been completed. Yellow is a partial completion. Blue are those that are under current project development, either study, recommendations, or design. And red are those with no progress since 2007. Of the 27 recommendations, 44 of them have been completed, 2 have been partially completed, 9 have had some project development process, and then 12 have had no progress. This analysis will be used to help focus on those areas that need some additional study and also to help determine a prioritization and implementation plan for the recommendations later on in this study process. The analysis of the corridor has documented that the existing and at-grade intersections and driveways as a way to identify locations that have been potentially improved to create a limited access freeway. There are currently 21 intersections from the Western County line to Chesapeake. There are 38 intersections and 215 private drives from Chesapeake to the Eastern County line. An analysis of the origin and destination of vehicles from various points was conducted to determine where traffic is coming from and going to. This first map shows a point at the interchange of US 52 and State Route 723, the Portsmouth Bypass in Scioto County, just outside of Lawrence County. With the opening of the bypass road in 2018, this has had an impact on the traffic in Lawrence County. The map shows the destination of traffic that passes through this point. The lighter the color of the zone shown on the map shows where more traffic is destined for those areas. This map shows that there's quite a bit of traffic in northern Lawrence County and northern Boyd County in Kentucky from using the bypass. Another analysis of the origin and destination of vehicles from various points was conducted on the Ironton to Russell Bridge crossing. This analysis shows that many of the vehicles that are using the bridge are local traffic from around Ironton and Russell. The newer river crossing has not had that much impact on traffic using this route, and it's not necessarily diverting traffic from US 52. Travel time reliability was calculated for the corridor using mobile data over a period of time to help determine the reliability of having the same travel time at any given day. A number closest to 1 means that one would have the same travel time for their trip along the corridor every day. The color of yellow on the map is the closest to 1. A darker color has a less expected travel time. Areas that have a less reliable travel time on the corridor are areas around the Ashland Bridge intersection, around Delta and Grandview Avenue, around Burlington, Macedonia and Charlie Creek, as well as around the Proctorville area. Our traffic analysis includes evaluating existing traffic counts as well as the forecasted traffic volumes out to the year 2050 based on the KYOVA travel demand model. This map shows the traffic volumes and annual growth rates for some key locations on the corridor. The annual growth rate that's shown is the growth to the year 2050. A range of the projected annual daily traffic, which is ADTs shown on the map, are using the current projected growth rates as well as an expanded growth rate. The growth rate in ADT was expanded based on two scenarios. The first scenario was the inclusion of a new Ohio River crossing to the east of Huntington. The new Ohio River crossing is projected to slightly increase the annual growth rate on the western end of the county, but it will double the expected annual traffic for the eastern end of the county. The second scenario includes tripling the rate of growth with the addition of the growth that's coming from the impact of the opening of the Portsmouth bypass in 2018. There was a traffic count on US 52 just to the west of Lawrence County that's shown that there has been a larger percentage of traffic growth in 2019 since the bypass had opened. The upper end of the ADT range will be used to develop improvements. Crash analysis conducted to date identifies areas where the most crashes have occurred and those locations where the crashes have been severe. Many of the areas shown on the map are areas that are well known as safety problems and are currently being addressed with some sort of project development, such as projects in the Burlington Macedonia Road area, Charlie Creek, and the Chesapeake area. The rest of the areas will direct our study team to develop solutions to address any of the problems. ODOT's Highway Safety Improvement Program identifies locations across the state where there's areas of safety concern due to the crashes. This analysis shows a similar pattern as shown on the crash analysis map with the well-known safety problems of the County Road 1, Delta, Grandview area, Burlington, Macedonia area, and the Charlie Creek area. Further analysis has identified locations along 52 where the interchange entrance and exit ramps do not meet the state standards. The locations are under further study to determine if these current designs are a cause for any crashes, and if so, how can they be improved. ODOT uses a traffic operations assessment systems tool called TOAST that scores and ranks areas throughout the state based on the travel time performance, safety performance, traffic volumes, and incident clearance. This map highlights areas within the county where the rates are between fair and poor for those performance measures. As shown on the map, the locations that are rated poor and show up as red indicate locations that should be addressed with future improvements. The roadways within the study area are forecasted to become much more congested as a result of traffic projections from the growth and potential development. Traffic levels are measured by level service A through F, A being the best and F is the worst. Level service A is no waiting. Level service D, you start to see delays in waiting. At level service E, you'll be waiting much longer, and at level service F, you'll basically be standing still. The level service grades are generally based on the delays at the intersections. ODOT strives for a level service C, but in many cases level service D is also acceptable. This map shows the no-build level service for the interchange ramps and intersections along the corridor. Some of these areas with the level service E or worse will be addressed with future projects. So what does all this data tell us? Well, there are a few takeaways from this information. Following analysis of the data, a matrix was developed for locations along the corridor to bring together all of the data to show where there's some issues and opportunities. The low travel time reliability at grade intersections and driveways, development opportunities, congestion issues, high crash issues, geometric deficiencies were all documented. Also marked were locations where there's current projects or studies underway. The areas that were shown to have a high crash density and included in at least of the two other categories were highlighted. The darker orangish color shows the areas that have more issues and opportunities for improvement. This helps the study team to direct resources to determine additional improvements, as well as providing guidance on developing prioritization for funding in the future. So following this presentation, the study team, we would like to get your feedback on all the information shown to date. So please let us know if there's any additional information or any revisions that you have. All of the information you've seen will be placed on the KYOVA website at www.kyovaipc.org. Or if you have any questions or comments with this information, you can send them to me at my email at matt.sellhorst@hdrinc.com, or my phone number is 614-257-8353. The next steps for the study is to receive and review the comments on this assessment, identify solutions for the problem areas that have been identified. Stakeholder meetings have been held to date with local officials, ODOT, and other associations to discuss the project and review the data. They were held in May and September of 2020. Additional meetings then will be held in 2021 for their feedback as well as additional public involvement feedback. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, or you can also contact Bethany Wild at KYOVA. Thank you very much.